Well, figures the brakes are metal to metal on a day like all muddy and it's snowing out. You can't really see it in the camera, but just like rain mixed with snow. It's a 2003 Chevy Malibu. I did a couple of these by hand. They're just plastic, so there you go. So we'll get these off. This is just to take the hubcap off. Hopefully this is the right size for the lug nuts. And of course it's not. Alright, back to the drawing board. I finally found a 3/4. I think will work. It's not perfect. Just break them free. Alright, I got this jack set up. If you guys seen the other video, we tried to work on the plow truck and the jack came apart and I had to fix it. It was a big pain. Right in the ass. I also should block the back tire with something. Alright, babe's got a block under the back tire. I'm going up. I should have jack stands too, I know, but I think I'll live on the edge today. Just sliding into place.
I never realized how low her car sits to the ground.
So, that should be enough. Love rolling around someday. I won't have to do this. I'll be able to build a shop. At least I have an impact. Impacts are nice.
At least you know how to work on things.
I had to learn.
Some men are completely clueless.
Yeah.
While coming from a woman who put a tire on backward.
Yeah, that's definitely the bad one. I don't think
so. How long did it take that to go bad? When did we put that on?
A couple of years ago. I'm thinking it might be the brake hose has collapsed due to, it seems like you don't hear it rubbing at first and then all of a sudden it will start rubbing after you drive for a while. So I'm thinking it's coming through the collapsed hose, but I'm gonna check that. I'm just gonna pull the hose off the caliper and see if it drips. If it drips freely, I know the hose is good. So we'll find the right tools to do that and come back. I found an 11 mil that'll work to unhook the brake hose. Let's see if we see any dripping. My hands are already frozen. I don't want to take it all the way off. I just want to see if it's dripping.
It is. I see it already.
Okay, so we know our hose is good. We're just going to tighten that back up. I might have to bleed it again.
So that's brake fluid.
Yep. So we know our hose is good. That's a good sign. We won't have to change that. It's not a very big bolt. You don't got to go crazy. It's got crush washers on it. Okay, so next, caliper's got to come off. I believe. Yeah, caliper comes off, and we can pull our pads. This is the 12. Yep. So 1 bolt here, 1 bolt down here, your caliper will come off, the mount will stay. And I might get a wrench on here. We're gonna have to get a wrench. We got a wrench on there. Now we can turn that without spinning our bracket. Yeah, I should have to get in the car and turn the wheel towards me. That'll make this. We got our top one started. Got that one started. We'll take these two bolts out. We'll check our slide pins move freely. You can see that slide pin's working fine. So is that one. So that's good. We got slide pins. Now, let's pop this caliper up. Oops, you don't want to try on that. I got new ones anyway. She's tight, which is kind of why I was led to believe maybe the caliper's sticking and I wasn't the hose. Now we got the big boys out.
So if that thing's bad, that means the brakes are bad too, right?
Well, I know the brakes are bad because you can see that the rotor is all metal gouged on.
It's stop.
Yeah, it is. Which sucks. That means it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but we just gotta keep prying on her and wiggling her, and eventually we'll get her off. And I even took that hose off, so that should have released the pistons. So I'm really surprised. I think she is gonna need a new caliper. Yep. That's all we needed. It's a big pry bar. Alrighty. Now we gotta try and get this piston pushed back. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, I see. That was from that nub on the brake.
That was scraping against each other. That's what that noise was. That scraping sound.
That's kind of a stupid design. But anyway, I'm gonna need my C-clamp. We're gonna be getting a new caliper anyway, guys. I just wanted to check it out. All right, so I'm gonna put new pads on. Tomorrow I'm gonna run down and get a new rotor and a new caliper, because I believe the caliper was sticking the pin or the piston, which is why I ate the pads up even with the sliders moving. My first thought was the hose, but it's not the hose, so we know it's got to be the caliper sticking. So we're gonna pull the pads off, put the new ones. Actually, I shouldn't even put them on. I should, because I'm gonna have to take them all apart again. Wow, everything's seized up. That could be why too. These pads were not sliding in these sliders. So that could have been another reason. It might not be the caliper. But the rotor's pretty thin. I'm going to see if they'll turn it, but I doubt they will. And yeah, especially this backside's pretty thin. Wow, those are not even budging. So now that I got the one pad off, where is it? Let's see if I can get this to go back for now. Let's see if I can find somewhere. I'd like to have it down further so it's even. I think it's like a gun that you squeeze or something. I've never had the privilege of owning one. Alright, will this piston go back? That's another question.
It's moving.
Good. Oh, it's getting tight.
Oh, you're about to slip off.
Yeah, I know. I gotta find a better way to do that. Could probably put it back on and do it with a screwdriver if I take this clip out of the back. Let's try that. Alright guys, so this is part of the reason the brakes were not releasing. It's because I can barely even move these. It took me a long time just to get into that point. So I'm going to change these clips. I'm going to grease them really good too. So that way they'll be all free. So we're going to get a new caliper, a new rotor, and grease all the clips up real nice. So I don't have a C-clamp that will work. I'm going to try this. Put that there. I pulled this clip out so I can get something in there. That's too big. Also, I should pull the reservoir cap. Might help it. Is it going? I can't tell. So I took the clips out. They were stuck in there and all rusty. And I got the brake pad so it's moving freely now. Now I'm hoping I could get in between there and pry the piston back. I also had Babe open the reservoir cap so there's less resistance.
It's moving.
So
It's going.
if you don't have a C-clamp,
There it goes. It's going. Keep going. You're there. I think. Oh, it's still going. Still going.
alright. These are brand new pads we're putting on. So I want to make sure that we have enough room to get them on. I guess we'll try that. See, I couldn't have done that if I didn't take that clip out of here. Alright, I think we got her all the way back. Now we'll take her off again. I'm going to take a wire brush, scrub it down good, and then we'll get our pads on. She might not even need a caliper. I think it was more just from those clips and tracks being so rusty. I'll have to put some brake grease in there this time so it doesn't do that. I should have some never sees also to put on the bolts, but I don't. So anyway, that worked. Now, where's our pads? While Babe gets our pads, I'm just gonna go through and clean everything up. Where the clips are gonna go. I've got some brake grease here. I brushed these out. I put it underneath. Hopefully this will stop them from ever getting that bad again. And I'm also going to put the brake grease on the inside. Where the pad slides. And I'm going to do that also on the bottom one. Because I don't want these rotting away again. Pop them in.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know. This side ain't in. There. No, they're right. More brake grease.
It's funny how you can look for stuff that's right in front of you.
Working on cars, you can never find
You can always find stuff that you're not looking for, but when you're looking for something, you can't find it.
Yep. Hopefully this grease will keep them from getting all locked up again.
It uses these, right? The part that sticks out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't use this part at all.
That's what rides in these tracks, so it can slide in and out.
So once those pads get worn
Just
off,
sits in these
it's
tracks
time
like
for new
that.
brakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's bullshit. Why don't they make them thicker?
Oh, they take a while to wear off. Grease up my plate. Oh, nicely. They slide right in. Plenty. Really move. That's what we want to see. Next.
Why didn't you put any lube on that one?
I'm gonna. Oh. This one I can get to while it's in. I couldn't get to the other one.
Of course, this one's gonna be a little pain. There we go.
Nice.
One looks like
my knee
it's
is
not
killing me.
touching.
That's alright.
I have the, yeah. There you go.
Alright, those are in. This one's still pretty tight, but I guess it's the outside.
I give props to you, Joel,
And
for
I can
working
still
on cars when
move
it's
it.
freezing.
So let's get more grease on this side. Alright, let's see if we pushed our caliper back enough. Oh, my knees are killing me. I'm not in high school anymore.
But
Look at that. Look how easy that went
school
together.
dropout.
So now we... Oh. Forgot to put my clip in.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go.
Alright, guys. I got the clip in. It goes like that. Not sure exactly what it does. But I do know this ear is bigger than this ear. And you can see it's going to push up on that. And then the shorter ear will ride in that track. So I guess it's kind of just like a track. Honestly, I don't see if you even really need those, but maybe it's to stop squeakiness.
Wait, so this is just an extra for the other side?
Yep.
Cool.
There's our old one, which seems
Look
to be
at the
alright.
old one.
It's not in bad shape.
And then look at the new one.
So
Wait a second.
gonna
Why
put
is that hole in that one, but that one don't have a hole?
yeah, it don't matter. Just a different manufacturer. So where do my bolts go? Now, normally I'd be putting never sees on these, but I am going to be taking them apart as soon as I get the rotor and caliper for this.
Which will probably be either
I don't think I
tomorrow.
need a caliper, honestly. I might just get a rotor. This caliper went back alright. It didn't seem sticky. I think our whole problem was those tracks. So I'll probably just get the rotor turned or a new rotor. And a wrench. So yeah, we're just going to tighten these back up and she should be good to go. I don't think I'll have to bleed them, but I might, since I did crack that line. I don't think any air got in there though. But we will see. I bet you these brakes are going to work way better than they were.
Well, we'll test drive it tonight for your mom.
Yeah.
Joel's mom's very generous with her car. She helps me out a lot because I don't have a vehicle. My parents always told me,
Now you don't want to break those off, so don't
if you take my car
go too tight with
and
them.
you scratch it, don't bring it back.
There we go. Everything's working. Brakes are going to slide. We're in business. Oh, I think we're ready to put the wheel back on. First side. Just pump the brakes. Just want to see.
Keep it held down.
Now just pump them. Let off.
Oh, they're getting hard.
Everything's moving. And I can't move the tire at all. So, yeah, I don't think we need to bleed them.
You want me to move the tire back?
Yeah, you could straighten it. Now I can turn it a little bit without damaging my threads. And it's in gear, and it's front wheel drive, so. Alright, hit the brakes. Are they all the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't budge it, so I don't think I have to bleed them. We're putting the tire back on.